Why do some people make friends easily? People just like them. You like them. But you're not really sure why. Others don't get noticed, don't have many friends, and they find it hard to talk in certain situations. A book written almost 90 years ago offers the tools you need to win people to your way of thinking. Make people like you, change people without causing resentment, and grow lasting friendships. Not endless theory, but actionable strategies you can start using today in your next conversation. This is a summary of How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Part 1. Fundamental Techniques in Handling Someone. Principle 1. If you want to gather honey, don't kick over the beehive. Any fool can criticize, condemn, and complain, and most do. Dale Carnegie. You are so lazy. You always lie. You don't know how to listen. We all want to feel wanted and important. Criticizing someone is easy to do, but it is futile because it puts people on the defensive, affects their self-esteem, and can cause resentment. When the temptation to criticize someone arises, step back. Ask yourself, what could be the reasons behind this person's actions or perspective that I might not be aware of? This question encourages you to consider the other person's circumstances, background, and challenges. Rather than jumping to conclusions, consider the context of their behavior or decisions. Criticism can result in you hurting someone's ego and may cause them to dislike you. So if you can, avoid it. Principle 2. The big secret. I'm grateful for all the effort you put into your work. Thank you for being here when I need you. Your support today really means a lot. Getting someone to do something requires making them want to do it. People do things to feel appreciated or important, which is a deep human desire. If you fulfill that need, people will love you. Reflect on the qualities that you admire in others. Ask yourself, what can I appreciate about this person? Remember that true appreciation is sincere and comes from the heart, not as just a means to serve your interests. Flattery, on the other hand, is insincere and should be avoided. Genuine appreciation. Your presentation was very interesting. I learned a ton. Flattery. You're the best presenter in the universe. Genuine appreciation. Your hard work on this project has not gone unappreciated. Flattery. You're the only one who could have pulled off such an amazing project. Flattery exaggerates or generalizes, which may come off as insincere. Show genuine appreciation and admiration for others to be more influential. Principle 3. Arouse in the other person an eager want. The only way on earth to influence other people is to talk about what they want and show them how to get it. Dale Carnegie. Every act, every person performs is because of some desire, something they want. Therefore, instead of talking in terms of what you want, talk in terms of what your listener wants. Take a moment before speaking and ask yourself, how can I make this person want to do it? To achieve your goals, focus on helping other people achieve theirs. By unselfishly serving others, you can get what you want. Part 2. 6 ways to make people like you. Principle 1. Do this now. Feel welcome everywhere. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming genuinely interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. Dale Carnegie. When someone admires us, we become interested in them. So do thoughtful, selfless things that matter to others, such as caring about them and their interests. In the end, we won't have many true friends if all we do is try to impress people and get them interested in us. Greeting people with enthusiasm and remembering their birthdays are 2 easy ways to make friends. It's more likely that someone will want to help you if you show a real interest in them. Principle 2. Something simple. Your smile is a messenger of goodwill. It brightens the lives of all who see it. Dale Carnegie. A smile is a friendly way to make a good first impression. Giving a smile makes the other person think to themselves, I like you. You make me happy. I am glad to see you. A smile is a powerful tool that can communicate goodwill, even when it is not seen in person, such as over the phone. It can make a positive impact on the people you interact with. Principle 3. Without this, you're destined for trouble. A person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language. Dale Carnegie. Our names hold a special place in our hearts, as they are truly ours, setting us apart from everyone else. The ability to remember names is valuable in life and business. Sadly, when we encounter someone's name for the first time, many of us don't make an effort to commit it to memory or pronounce it correctly. As a result, we find ourselves feeling embarrassed upon the next encounter when we pronounce their name wrong or have to admit that we forgot their name. That's why it's important to develop your own system for memorizing names. It could be writing down the name the moment you hear it, having the person spell it out for you, creating a story in your mind that reminds you of their name, or any other way. Principle 4. Become a great conversationalist. It is human nature for our ego to crave an interested listener, someone to share our life stories or accomplishments with. By providing a listening ear, you become a cherished presence. If you constantly talk about yourself, interrupt others, and disregard their thoughts, your popularity will probably diminish. The art of conversation demands more than words. It requires attentive listening. So cultivate genuine curiosity in others and ask questions that they will enjoy answering. Encourage people to talk about themselves, their experiences, and their victories, and don't try to steer the conversation towards yourself. Principle 5. How to interest people. To be interesting, be interested. Dale Carnegie. Theodore Roosevelt was known for his ability to talk about topics that kept his guests interested. In the evenings before social events, Roosevelt spent hours reading about topics he knew would be of interest to his guests. First, find out what the other party is interested in, then talk about that. If you are not asked about your interests, don't mention them. Communicating with people about their values and interests allows you to gain a closer connection and deeper understanding of them. Principle 6. Make people like you instantly. There is one all-important law of human conduct. Always make the other person feel important. Dale Carnegie. One of the most fulfilling experiences is helping others without expecting something in return. When we make others feel valued, they cherish our interaction. Sincere appreciation has a big impact. To make people like you, never look down on others. Try to make everyone feel important. Part 3. How to win people to your way of thinking. Principle 1. The way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. Dale Carnegie. Arguments anchor people in their opinions, causing negative feelings. Winning an argument often means losing the other person's goodwill. When a person is forced against their will, the same opinion remains in their minds. Here are some suggestions to avoid turning a disagreement into an argument. 1. Welcome the disagreement. Use it as a chance to learn something new. 2. Resist being defensive. 3. Don't lose your temper. 4. Listen first, then respond second. 5. Identify things that you can agree upon. Principle 2. Never say, "You're wrong." You cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him to find it within himself. Galileo. If you want to strike a blow to someone's intelligence or ego, point out their mistakes. Tell them they are wrong. You should avoid directly telling someone they are wrong. Instead, use phrases like, "I could be mistaken here. It happens often." Let's review the facts. Here, you take the spotlight off them and place it onto the facts. Discrediting someone's opinions can strip them of their self-worth and make you an unwelcome presence in their life. It's a bad move to make, When we are dealing with people, remember we are not dealing with creatures of logic. We are dealing with creatures of emotion who are motivated by pride and vanity. Dale Carnegie. Principle 3. If you are wrong, admit it quickly. Admitting one's mistakes quickly and clearly prevents potential conflict, but also earns respect from others. If you expect negative feedback, take the blame and admit your mistake, rather than having someone else do it. Principle 4. Begin in a friendly way. A drop of honey catches more flies than a gallon of gall. Abraham Lincoln. If someone is angry with you, engaging them in a head-on conflict will cause them to become defensive and hostile. If you are the angry one, unloading your feelings will feel good temporarily, but it won't fix the issue. During moments of emotional tension, trying to use logical arguments will not work. However, if you go for a calm approach, you will discover that they become more receptive and open to discussing the issue. Principle 5. Get the other person saying yes, yes immediately. It doesn't pay to argue. It's more profitable and interesting to look at things from the other person's viewpoint and try to get that person saying yes, yes. Dale Carnegie. Using the power of yes in conversations can create openness and acceptance in your counterpart. If someone begins with no, their whole body and mind is set to rejection and defensive mode. Therefore, the goal should be to avoid beginning any discussion with your differences. This can be achieved by using the Socratic method, a technique that starts the dialogue from common ground and gradually moves to unfamiliar territory. Getting yes momentum increases your chances of open communication once the discussion reaches areas of conflict. Principle 6. Let the other person do more talking. I discovered, quite by accident, how richly it sometimes pays to let the other person do the talking. Dale Carnegie. When someone complains or brings a problem to you, let them do all the talking. With an open mind, listen patiently to what they have to say, and encourage them to express themselves fully. They will often talk themselves into a solution. Most successful people enjoy talking about their early struggles. Let them share their stories with you. Be an interested audience member, and they'll grow to like you. Friends prefer discussing their achievements. When friends outperform us, they feel important. When we outperform them, they feel inferior or envious. Speak less about yourself. Listen more to your associates, and they'll appreciate you dearly. Principle 7. Let the other person feel that the idea is theirs. No one likes to feel they are being sold something or told to do a thing. We prefer to feel that we are buying of our own accord or acting on our own ideas. Dale Carnegie. When we discover ideas for ourselves, we tend to have a higher level of trust in them. Instead of offering up a smart solution, suggest an idea and let the other person decide for themselves. Whenever possible, let the other person take credit for the idea. Principle 8. Try to see things from the other person's perspective. If there's any one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as your own. Dale Carnegie. The ability to put yourself in the other person's shoes is key for dealing with them successfully. Consider the other person's perspective when you next ask them to do something. If you can present your idea in those terms, rather than from your viewpoint, your chances of success increase. Principle 9. Show people sympathy. It is everyone's most basic desire to feel understood and accepted. Most people are a product of their environment with flaws that are beyond their control. People crave sympathy. They will love you for it if you give it to them. Principle 10. Appeal to nobler motives. When seeking to influence or persuade others, appealing to their nobler motives and treating them with respect can bring positive results. Knowing that individuals have a high regard for themselves and like to be seen as respectable, fair, and unselfish, you can frame your arguments in a way that aligns with their values. Principle 11. Dramatize your ideas. Merely stating a truth isn't enough. The truth has to be made vivid, interesting, and dramatic. You have to use showmanship. Dale Carnegie. Make your ideas memorable by dramatizing them creatively. For example, When persuading a friend to join a hiking trip, show them stunning photos or videos from previous hikes to get them interested. When discussing a new project with a team member, use visual aids like diagrams or prototypes to help them understand the vision and become more enthusiastic. Engaging the senses and emotions of others through visuals and storytelling can make your message captivating and relatable. Principle 12. Throw down a challenge. Money and external factors may not be as motivating as the work itself. Ultimately, the desire to excel and the challenge of competition is what drives successful individuals. When faced with unproductive workers, Charles Schwab used a unique strategy to improve their performance. He asked a factory manager how many products his shift had produced, and upon hearing 6, Schwab drew a large 6 on the floor in chalk. The night shift, seeing the number, aimed to surpass it and changed it to a 7. This led to a competition between shifts, resulting in increased productivity. These are some of the most valuable lessons in how to win friends and influence people. With this wisdom, you can lead effectively, create a positive and productive environment, and change people's opinions without causing resentment. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you found the video to be helpful.